Labras?
What the? Something's wrong with Labras! Aigis and the others all look confused by Labras' unnatural pause. I know she's been through a lot today. Did she break something? But Labras speaks in a voice that none of us were expecting.
It's not over yet.
That's not Labras' voice. It's as if someone's speaking through her mouth.
Is this the same communication system we use? Everyone, step away from Labras.
Kirijo-san, seemingly used to dangerous situation, warns everyone. At that moment, Labras' hand moves, stretching towards the battle axe on her back.
Huh?
Don't tell me I have to fight Labras again. In the next instant, lifting the axe without hesitation, she swings right at me. That was faster than I've ever seen. Even the shadow wasn't that fast. The ground is split for several meters and the fragments fly everywhere. What the hell? What's going on here?
Labras! Hey, what's gotten into you?
I cannot gain access. She is being hacked. It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
You mean outside the TV?
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
Labras' face is completely expressionless as she points her axe at me.
What's happened to you, Labras? Damn it, why do we have to fight now after making it this far? Ugh!
Again? Did I fail her again? That horrible thought crept back into my mind. I frantically try to shake it out of my head as I lift my weapons. I try telling myself over and over, I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Damn it! Ah, this is not fair. You only had two. We had Shadow Labras and regular Labras with Persona. Now we went... Yosuke, we did Aigis. We did Labras with no Persona. Then we did Shadow Labras. Now we're doing Labras with Persona. Ugh! This is gonna be a 3-parter, I can tell. Question marks.
Final. Fight.
Ugh. Okay. 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 Got you. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm fine with that being easy. I'm not gonna complain. Labras had stopped moving and had fallen to the floor. Now she begins standing up robotically with jerking motions. She begins speaking in that eerie voice again. Maybe speaking is the wrong word, but it's definitely in my head.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
So whoever's voice this is the one controlling Labras? From the way he was talking, I could tell that he wasn't serious. He doesn't comprehend how cruel he's being by controlling Labras like this. Wait a minute. Okay, I know for a fact that I kind of said in news that I kind of suspected it's going to be that redheaded guy in the new Persona 4 arena. I feel like the redheaded guy is part of this, but I think that the Ergonomics Kirijo group might still be around, because for somebody who says that they don't have a persona but they're able to communicate inside a realm of shadows, and considering that the Kirijo group had technology in order to enter, like, the Dark Hour or Shadow Realm. Could be a possibility. New theory, go!
Who are you?
Ah, yes. I have more than enough data now. I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labrys's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
It hits me when Kirijo-san speaks. That's right, Labrys's shadow split from her after she entered the TV. She merely held the tournament. The shadow couldn't have pushed Labrys in here. Someone else, the culprit, has to exist, or this incident would never have happened.
Indeed, it was I who stole Labrys away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labrys's persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering.
See, this also expands my theory. The only people who were to know that Labrys's shadow was partially awakened were people that worked on her, basically, that saw her that one day before she was locked up, how she partially used her persona.
You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
He admitted it, but his tone was mocking. The culprit is controlling Labrys somehow from a safe haven outside the TV. No way.
Using Labrys for your own selfish reasons? That's horrible. She has a heart. Do you even know how much pain Labrys went through?
A heart, Meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
You bastard.
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The moment the voice stops, Labrys collapses to the ground like a puppet with cut strings. Igus quickly catches her and holds her up. But it looks like she's unconscious.
Damn it!
I really hate myself for celebrating that the case was closed just a few moments ago. But I'm really pissed off at whoever was controlling Labrys. He knew about all of this, but he still manipulated Labrys' heart to do this to her. I'm so angry I clench my fists so firmly that my nails are digging into my palms. Kirijo-san speaks from behind me.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
Huh? Are you telling us to back off from this?
Like I could do that! Whoever's behind this knows that what Labrys had to go through in her past. No, not just the past. He knew what would happen if she was pushed into the TV world. And on top of that, the instant he figured out his plan had failed, he comes and controls her directly and makes us fight each other. It's like we're his toys. I'm not letting him get away with that.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you.
I'm sorry, Mitsuru, but these guys are already way too involved.
We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Come on, we've gotten involved this far. You think we're just gonna shut up and watch you handle everything? She's probably saying that for our sakes, but how can we live with ourselves if they do all the fighting for us? No way, I can't let that happen. I opened my mouth to really tell her off, but you spoke first.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
Are you serious?
Look at yourself, Yosuke. You can barely stand.
So he noticed. You was right. After all the fighting I've done today, I'm really beat. I'm sure everyone else is tired too, after being stuck in this world for so long.
What?
Yosuke, let's go back.
You staring at me. Oh. I get it.
I thank you for your understanding. Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
I'm sorry, Hanamura-san.
Aigis bows apologetically. We all look glum, but none of us object. After all, we know that they aren't doing this out of spite. But is this the last we'll see of Labris? I peek at her face as she lay in Aigis' arms. Of course, since she's unconscious, I can't talk with her. We thank Kirijo-san and return to our world with heavy hearts. Oh, what a day. After returning from the TV, we gathered at the food court, but we didn't really talk much. We split up not long after. After all, we were all pretty damn tired. Heck, Chie and Rize put their heads on the table and fell asleep. I didn't feel like stopping by anywhere, so I went straight home. And the last thing I could remember was being told dinner was almost ready. The instant I reached my room, I lost consciousness. And then... loud electronic beeps brought me back into wakefulness. I reached out for my alarm clock, but I realized that the beeping wasn't my alarm. It was my cell phone.
Who's calling me this early?
Damn it! I'd plug it in, and now I can't reach it while I'm lying down. Ugh! I rub my eyes tiredly and get up to grab the phone. The caller is a number I don't know.
Hello? Huh?
I was awake instantly. The speaker on the line was someone I never expected to hear from. I take a minute to fix my hair and make a mad dash to the place the caller told me to go. Labris! When I reach the designated location, there's something that looks completely out of place here in the countryside. A limo. Holy crap, that's long! It was so long I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
It looks like everybody else is already here. I ran so hard I almost barfed, but I finally made it.
Labris-san and the others were just about to leave. I made it in time.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
That's right, Labris is the one that I called. She wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Inaba. How can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Labris especially, would call me. Huh? Wait a second.
Huh? Did I tell you my cell phone number?
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirijo group is kinda scary. I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
Labris looks down bashfully as she speaks. Aigis and Kirijo-san are watching her from the limo with smiles on their faces. Man, is this a relief. So Labris can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
What'll you do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
There's no hesitation in her eyes as her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants to do.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
I'm reminded of the blank career choice paper still tucked away in my desk. That sense of haste without direction, the need to keep up appearances, I didn't want to handle that. But maybe it is time to face my future. Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
What do you mean?
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Labris answers my smile with one of her own. Then she stretches out her hand. I take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. I grab her hand and lift it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
I use my hand to open hers. Labris looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Huh? Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go! The clap of our high five echoes through the clear May sky. Not to be outdone by me, Chie, Rize, and the rest give Labris high fives too. I would give her hugs, but that's just me.
Everyone, thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you. I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Labris begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the limo. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. Labris waves to us from inside the car. Even after the car's gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving. Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I can barely make out the car from here. Nice. After parting with Labris, we all ended up hanging out at Junes food court. That's right. It's the welcome back party for you we'd completely forgotten about. We finally can get back to business. But still, feels kind of weird having a welcome back party after saying goodbye to someone.
Come on, let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? You working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
No, but that wasn't my fault! You needy jerk! Nurse lover!
Oh, speaking of which...
Shh, quiet, you!
How did the conversation go from working to wanking in 2 moves? I don't need them knowing this stuff. There's no time before anyone can ask you what he's talking about. I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Well, second time's the charm. Welcome back!
Welcome back, senpai.
After we toast, we all chat carelessly with each other. This kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all today. After all, we can't let it end like that.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. You see, we've already talked this out. And now's the time to bring it up.
It's about yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not, but...
So, why not launch our own investigation?
Does that mean...
That's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
Wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
That's right. He only said to leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first, though I'm with him 100%.
Now that's our sensei.
Yukiko and Teddy jump right on board. On the other hand, the we're actually sensible team of Chie, Rize, and Naoto are sitting there with mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
It seems that she was definitely not expecting you to use weasel logic like this. But no matter how I think about it, I just can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain is still out there, waiting for another chance.
So you're not on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I like that smile. That's what a reliable detective should look like.
Thought so. Alright then, let's find the real culprit.
Yeah!
Everyone's hands pile up at the middle of the table. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, it's already this late? I look at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
You got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
Teddy clasps Yu's hand and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight. Please, just this one night, he says. That Teddy. Don't cause Dojima-san any trouble. But, well, I know the feeling. I never feel like break time is long enough either. But you know why I'm keeping my cool right now, right now? I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told Teddy yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. We can't let this end here. It's still Golden Week.
We're gonna party till we drop. This time, for sure.
Hooray! Again, that was another very awesome after cliffhanger ending story. That was really good. I think in terms of handling Labrys, like the team discovering what Labrys has went through, or the pain that she went through, I think Yosuke's story displayed it much better, because it felt more heartbreaking to see her struggling with herself, and then not only just struggling with herself, but her shadow as well, and then kind of like never actually like admitting to completely, but basically seeing the interaction and actually seeing the pain that she went through. Like, granted, like the other ones, like Yu's at least wasn't all wasn't like, hey, I just killed everybody, but no, I think Labrys, in Yosuke's story, Labrys's explanation or pain was displayed much better than in Yu's story so far. So far, like I said, I still have Chie, Yukiko's, Teddy, Kanji, Naoto's, Mitsuru, Akihiko, I guess, and Elizabeth. You know what's funny about this game is, like, I feel like it's like I complete something and I'm like, yeah, I completed this, and then I don't. And it's like, so anyways, so I kind of said this before, how basically how I kind of theorized. Now, back when I was playing Yu's story, I theorized that the redhead guy, Show, I believe. I can't remember his name to save my life. All I know is the new redhead guy that was announced in Persona 4 Arena 2. As far as I know, like, he's definitely an adversary. And he's definitely an adversary, so I'm kind of like, but I don't think he's the main person. Like the main person. I think he is I think he was the one controlling Labrys, but I think what he's a part of, like, the fact is, like, after replaying this, and I noticed a lot of the same lines that was in Yu's story as well with Labrys, how they basically said is, like, how this person basically knew that Labrys's persona was partially developed. The only people that saw that were the scientists that saw her break out of the thing. Saw her break out of the thing. So only those people would have said that her persona was partially developed. Specifically, I mean, even Mitsuru didn't know anything about it. So my theory is that the people behind it are the people that are connected to ergonomics, whatever. The people that develop the robots. So I think they're still around. So, and that also got me that got me thinking as well. It's like, I noticed that Persona 4 Arena obviously is very Persona 4 heavy, and then you have Mitsuru Aigis and Akihiko and Elizabeth from 3. Now, I don't know if it'll be explained in Elizabeth's story or mentioned in Elizabeth's story or not. But yeah, what I noticed is that there isn't, like, even though this is Persona 4 based, I noticed there was barely any mention of certain events in Persona 3 other than, like, brief explanation. So only people who've actually played Persona 3 would understand or kind of think of situations. So I feel like now it's like theorizing, because, like, with Persona 4 Arena 2 confirmed, and the only teaser trailer out and stuff, how the fact is, like, teaser trailer showed redhead guy, showed Tartarus was back, or it seems like Tartarus is back. So yeah, I'm running out of credits, so I better explain this quickly. So yeah, but yeah, I think Persona 4 Arena 2 is going to be more Persona 3 heavy, because I notice how not very much into Persona 3 it is, but now that since the other group are involved, and Labrys is involved, and of course they're getting involved in the investigation, I think 2 is going to be more...
Let's hear it for the following sponsors of our
good.
program today.
I think Persona 3 is going to be a lot more frequent in the next installment. So that was Yosuke's story.
Welcome.
Completed and ready to go. So I think who I played next? I think Chie's I played next. I'll have to double check on my videos, but I'm pretty sure it's Chie. So that was Yosuke's story, and that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next ending.
This is a space